Every day, you're told what to buy, what to desire, what success looks like. But America wasn't always a nation of shoppers. This mindset was engineered, step by step, over more than a century. So how did buying things become the American way of life? This powerful drive is a cornerstone of modern American life, but have you ever wondered how it all started? How did America transform into the ultimate consumer society? It wasn't an accident. It was a long, complex journey shaped by history, innovation, and some very clever marketing. Let's rewind the clock to the late 19th and early 20th centuries. America was in the middle of an industrial boom. Factories were churning out goods at a rate never seen before. Think about it. Suddenly, things that were once handmade and expensive, like clothes, furniture, and tools, could be mass-produced. This was the first crucial step. Mass production created an abundance of products. But having a lot of stuff is one thing. Getting people to buy it all is another. Factories could produce more than people traditionally needed. This created a new problem for business leaders. How do you sell all this surplus? The answer was to change not just how things were made, but how people thought about buying them. Enter the pioneers of advertising and marketing. Figures like Edward Bernays, often called the father of public relations, had a groundbreaking idea. He believed you could link products to people's deepest desires and emotions. It wasn't about selling a car, it was about selling freedom and status. It wasn't about selling a dress, it was about selling beauty and confidence. This was a radical shift. Advertisements started appearing everywhere, in newspapers, magazines, and on the radio. They created a new language of desire, convincing people that happiness could be purchased. They manufactured needs where none existed before, turning luxuries into necessities. Another huge piece of the puzzle was the rise of new ways to buy. Before the 20th century, shopping was often a very functional, even difficult experience. Then came the department store. These weren't just shops, they were palaces of consumption. Think of Marshall Field's in Chicago or Macy's in New York. They had beautiful displays, restaurants, and a dazzling variety of goods all under one roof. They made shopping an experience, a leisure activity. At the same time, installment plans and consumer credit became widespread. You no longer needed all the cash up front. The buy now, pay later model was born, making expensive items like cars and radios accessible to the average family. This democratized consumption, but also introduced the nation to the concept of debt as a normal part of life. Now let's talk about a man who changed everything, Henry Ford. His vision went beyond just building cars. He famously doubled his workers' wages to $5 a day in 1914. This wasn't just generosity, it was a brilliant business move. Ford understood a fundamental principle of consumer capitalism. For mass production to succeed, you need mass consumption. By paying his workers enough to actually afford the cars they were building, he created his own customers. This idea, the worker as a consumer, became a central pillar of the American economy. A well-paid workforce could fuel the engine of consumption, creating a cycle of production and spending. Then came the post-World War II era, the golden age of American consumerism. After years of wartime rationing and sacrifice, Americans were ready to spend. The economy was booming, soldiers were returning home, and the government actively encouraged consumption to keep factories running and prevent a return to the Great Depression. The GI Bill helped veterans buy homes in the newly developing suburbs. And what do you need for a new house? A new refrigerator, a new television, a new car for the driveway. The American dream became deeply intertwined with material possessions. A house in the suburbs with a white picket fence, a car, and all the latest appliances wasn't just a lifestyle, it was a symbol of success and national identity. Television played a massive role in accelerating this trend. By the 1950s and 60s, TVs were in almost every home, piping advertisements directly into living rooms. Families gathered around to watch shows that often depicted an idealized, prosperous middle-class life, a life filled with consumer goods. The commercials weren't just breaks in the program, they were part of the entertainment, teaching people what to want, what to aspire to. The medium was incredibly powerful, creating a shared national culture of consumption. This culture also created the concept of planned obsolescence. Why sell someone a refrigerator that lasts for 50 years when you can sell them a new, improved one every 5 years? Designers and engineers began intentionally creating products that would wear out or go out of style. This wasn't just about things breaking, it was also about psychological obsolescence. Your phone from 2 years ago still works perfectly fine, but the new model has a slightly better camera and a new design. Suddenly, your perfectly good phone feels outdated. This constant cycle of newness keeps the wheels of commerce turning, ensuring we keep coming back for more. So when we look around today at the endless online marketplaces, the fast fashion, the constant release of new gadgets, we're seeing the culmination of over a century of development. America became a consumer society through a perfect storm of industrial innovation, clever marketing, new forms of credit, government policy, and a cultural shift that redefined the American dream. It's a system built on turning wants into needs and linking our identity and happiness to the things we own. Understanding this history isn't about judging it, it's about recognizing the powerful forces that shape our behaviors and our world. The next time you feel that pull to click buy now, you'll know it's not just a simple impulse. It's the echo of Henry Ford's assembly line, Edward Bernays' public relations campaigns, and the glow of a 1950s television set, all whispering the same powerful message: you are what you buy. Thanks for watching and taking this journey with me through history.